EnVite Environment has been partnering with Jali Local Aboriginal Land Council since 2007. Jali Land Council own over 440 hectares of high conservation value heath and wetland north of Lennox Head in northern New South Wales. In 2008, Jali Land Council, supported by EnVite, successfully applied for a 3-year $100,000 Restoration and Rehabilitation Program grant from the New South Wales Environmental Trust, which allowed restoration works to commence on the site in 2009. This ET funding has been supplemented by funding from the North Coast Local Land Services to support the formation of an Aboriginal Green Team. This partnership has trained, mentored and provided casual employment for this team to work on country regularly since 2009.
Hello, I'm Brett Kelly. I live in Cabotage Island. I've been working for EnVite for a year and a half. Been doing bush regen.
Hi, my name's Jesse Telford. Been working with the EnVite crew for about 3 months now. We have 2 designated sites at Lennox Head, 7 Mile and Wardell.
Hi, I'm Brett Kelly, part of the 7 Mile Indigenous team. Love working on my country and I love working with my teammates.
Hey, my name's Silas Telford. I'm an Indigenous bush regenerator working alongside the Jali Aboriginal Green Team.
Hello, I'm Clarence Kelly and I'm part of the Jali Indigenous team in 7 Mile, and I like working on the project because I get to work with my brothers and a good bunch of blokes.
Hi, I'm Richard Burer. I'm working with in partnership with Jali Aboriginal Land Council with the EnVite Jali Aboriginal Green Team down here at 7 Mile Beach. In the last 2 years I've been helping on-ground coordination and mentoring of my Aboriginal workmates for best practice bush regeneration on country.
My name is Marcus Ferguson. I am lead head ranger of the Jali Nanya Jargon IPA, and I work alongside the 7 Mile crew, as well as being the cultural sites officer for the Ballina area. I've been working in partnership with EnVite to teach some of the boys about how to look after some of the Aboriginal sites.
My name's Paul O'Connor and I have been coordinating the Jali restoration projects over the last 6 to 7 years. What I like most about these projects is that they've come about from a really strong partnership between Jali Local Aboriginal Land Council, EnVite, which is a community-based not-for-profit, and our funding partners, which include North Coast Local Land Services, the New South Wales Environmental Trust, and also the Federal Government Department of Environment. These projects have also incorporated not only the ecological restoration component, but also cultural heritage engagement, and also both personal, individual and group life skill counselling support.
It's pretty steep over there, so just be careful with that incline.
Slips and falls.
Mark obvious hazards such as boulders,
Generator when you're carrying it down those rocks. It's pretty risky, but just be careful.
Direct temporary fencing around areas with potential risks such as drain. Direct temporary fencing around native canopy. But is there any natives in here?
Native. Intensity is light.
This is the site that we've been working at this morning. As you can see, there's lantana in the trees that's now been removed by the hammer.
Road, boys, watch the road. Go on, bro, tell them what you're doing.
So we've got some native regen here. You can see the wattles coming back. This is paddy loose, and so rather than spraying, I'm just going to pull these out, and that way preserve the native regen.
Originally this was all lantana we knocked down, and as a result we got regeneration in ground cover in these Duboisias. Planted this swamp mahogany about a year ago, and look at it now, it's growing really well.
I was born in 1932. Well, Cavity Island under Campbell Old Tree. I reckon myself get education is the main thing. Up Baggerville, way up there. If we go up there, get swans and eggs and young swan. They couldn't fly the young swans. We used to chase them and dive them. And we'd come back and we get honey along the creeks, you know. Cut honey in the mangrove.
Developing an understanding and maintaining a spiritual connection to the land and sea is an essential part of preserving Aboriginal culture. Evidence of early occupation can still be found throughout the landscape today. Rock shelters, shellfish middens, fish traps, stone tool workshops, open campsites, engravings and scar trees offer an insight into the history of Aboriginal culture and its emphasis on sustainability and connection to country. A funding grant from North Coast Local Land Services has allowed the Green Team to undertake cultural site assessments under the guidance of Jali Land Council Aboriginal Sites Officers.
G'day, I'm Jeff Richardson. I'm a Rekindling the Spirit counsellor. Absolutely delighted to have been a part of the program that's happened down here, the lads with the bush regeneration. My background's in health, and for some almost 20 years now I've battled around looking for solutions to men's health problems. And the solutions lay somewhere in between the mental health, the physical health and the spiritual health. The big thing for me that comes out of this program is seeing the pride with which these boys go about their work. As they're regenerating this bush, they're regenerating a lot of their own spirit. And I think that's incredibly important towards their mental health, and that in turn puts them in a better frame of mind to look after their physical health. The other thing for me that's really important out of this is that these boys have children, and as a result of them being employed here, their children are seeing a really positive role model. And these kids are off to school, dad's off to work, and the whole thing's going better. Some of the dads have had trouble past, but they've left that behind them throughout this work. And because of this work, they've been able to do that. So we're meeting that thing of where adults go to work, children go to school, and the ordinary law of the land is being observed.
Rekindling the Spirit itself, is a program that, it's a counselling service that also runs groups for men and for women. And we look at how we can help one another, look at our lives, look at where we're going, stop the blaming, and start looking at what we can do to make a difference. And we're lucky, like I said, to have that opportunity to work together with the EnVite crew, where we're running groups, supporting young men to start looking at their lives, the opportunity for employment.
It's our job as bush regenerators to look after the land and sea, just like our ancestors did for us, so we can preserve and conserve for future generations.
That is a rare fucking shell.
That's ancient, very.
Very ancient.
It's going back to years.
Look at the colours on it too.